Alam ninyo, ganito yan eh. Kung ikaw gusto ng trabaho, tapos ayaw mong magpabakuna, hindi obligado ang employer na tanggapin ka. Sabihin mo discrimination. At sabihin mo, ano pa, may discrimination. Yun ang... hindi naman ako ini-insulto yung religion na you refuse it as a matter of a religious right. Wala akong except that kung ayaw ninyo, alam mo kung tanggapin kita, kung ako yung employer, at hawain mo yung mga empleyado ko, hanggang tuloy yung mga negosyo ko mahina kasi puro may sakit yung trabahante, idadamay mo ako. So, ang rason dyan is, hindi ako nagde-demonstrate, namimili. Mag-ano sa inyo, discriminate. Kung hindi, binoprotektahan ko yung negosyo ko. I also appeal to all governors and mayors, dalhin ninyo ang mga constituents ninyo sa mga vaccination sites, sa mga hospitals, malls, at maging sa mga Jollibee at McDonald's branches para mabakunahan na sila.
Following President Duterte's blind item about an alleged drug user among the presidentiables, former Senator Bongbong Marcos gets tested for cocaine, and it came out negative. Senator Manny Pacquiao also shared his latest drug test result, although he admits he was a naive drug user back in the day. Aside from Vice President Leni Robredo, other members of the opposition also became targets of scam deliveries. VP Robredo and Manila Mayor Isko Moreno will both visit Bulacan later today. And Korean star Park Shin-Hye announces that she's pregnant. And not only that, she's also expected to tie the knot soon. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Charles Lejano. Senator Ping Lacson and former Senator Bongbong Marcos both underwent drug testing in a bid to clear their names following the president's allegations that a presidential hopeful uses cocaine. Dale De Vera with the details.
During a site visit of General Santos City's airport and seaport, President Duterte once again went off script. He reiterated his claims that a presidential aspirant uses cocaine.
Bakit hindi natin hinuli? Bakit hindi mo hinuli, Presidente? Hindi mo alam ang mga mayaman. They go on yate, or in the air. Doon yan sila magsop-sop ng nila.
While the president has yet to name the alleged cocaine user, some candidates wasted no time and underwent drug testing, like the tandem of Senators Ping Lacson and Tito Soto. Results came back negative for shabu, marijuana, ecstasy, and cocaine. Bongbong Marcos Jr. meanwhile presented 2 drug tests, one from November 10, even before the president first made the allegations. This was for a permit to carry firearms outside residence. It came back negative for shabu and marijuana. The second test was conducted November 22nd.
Minarapat ni Presidential Aspirant Bongbong Marcos na sumailalim ulit sa isa na namang drug testing, but this time specifically for cocaine. At yun nga yung isinagawa kahapon sa St. Luke's Medical Center sa BGC, at ang resulta, kagaya ng ibigay ko sa inyo, ay negative.
NBI confirmed that they received the drug test result of Presidential Aspirant Bongbong Marcos, while PIDEA, on the other hand, said they are not repository of results from other drug testing facilities.
As for other aspirants, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno says he's willing to undergo a drug test before the public.
Anytime ako, wala akong problema. Kasi we owe it to the public. Wala namang masama siguro doon.
Senator Bongo also expressed willingness to be tested. Senator Manny Pacquiao meanwhile insists a drug test should be a requirement for holding public office. Labor leader Leody de Guzman says aspirants taking the test is just a gimmick and he will only undergo a drug test if COMELEC requires it. But he still urges government to investigate the alleged drug user. For News 5, Dale De Vera, we are One News.
The camp of Senator Manny Pacquiao also released his own drug test results. Pacquiao tested negative, the test which was taken in July and September this year, right before the retired boxer's fight against Eudenis Ugas. The test was conducted by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association and covers performance-enhancing drugs, as well as cocaine and methamphetamine. However, Pacquiao admitted in an interview that he used to take illegal drugs when he was young and, quote, naive and ignorant of the law. Pacquiao revealed that he was a meth and cocaine user in the past, but notes that his situation was different from other users who already knew that these drugs were illegal. The office of the vice president became the target of an online shopping scam worth 100,000 pesos. Vice President Leni Robredo says she was in a meeting yesterday when 3 delivery riders arrived with various goods from 3 merchants. All were ordered under Robredo's name and on a cash-on-delivery basis. Other opposition bets, like Senators Kiko Pangilinan and Risa Ontiveros, were likewise hit with similar scams yesterday. Robredo chided the scammers, saying that the real victims here are not the politicians, but the drivers and personal shoppers who attended to the fake orders. The vice president then thanked grocery delivery app Metromart for promptly returning the items to its partner supermarkets. Metromart likewise vowed to increase its security and fraud detection measures to prevent similar situations from happening again. The presidentiables continue to visit parts of the country to gather support for their campaign. Vice President Leni Robredo is set to visit Bulacan later today. She'll be meeting leaders and volunteers in Pulilan and Malolos. And Robredo is also expected to make an appearance at the OVP's Vaccine Express in Malolos. Manila Mayor Isko Moreno will also be going to Bulacan today, but he will be visiting the San Jose del Monte City Convention Center for a meet and greet with local officials, employees, school principals, and LGBT groups. Meanwhile, Senator Bongo will visit and provide assistance to fire victims in Quezon City later today. The Health Department warns the public of a possible spike in cases as early as next month if we play fast and loose with health protocols. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez gives us the front seat to the story.
As Europe grapples with a 5th wave of COVID-19 cases, the local health department is sounding the alarm here too. The DOH warns that daily COVID cases could climb back up to 20,000 by December, given loose compliance to health protocols.
The assumptions included mobility will increase up to 100%, and then the minimum public health standards compliance definitely will be reduced when we increase mobility. And then the response of local government ay bumaba uli ang detection to isolation. Baka tataas tayo by December 15 up to again 20,000 plus active cases.
While there has been a decline in cases of late, the DOH says now is not the right time to be complacent.
Pag tumataas na po ang kaso, yung alert level system nasi-signal niya, at pag nakita niya ang isang area ay tumaas na doon sa threshold natin, mapupunta sila sa higher alert level. Pag napunta sa higher alert level, mas marami na uling restrictions. So we won't have the Christmas that we want.
Travel restrictions and partial lockdowns are in place in some countries in Europe again. Austria, for instance, has returned to a national lockdown. Even as tens of thousands took to the streets in Vienna to protest the restrictions. Germany also recently hit a record high of 65,000 new infections in one day, while the UK has been racking up more than 40,000 cases a day. The World Health Organization now says it's very worried about the spread of COVID-19 in the continent. The last time there was a surge in Europe, Asia followed a few months after.
It just shows that the minimum public health standard is a real good public health measure and a preventive aspect in terms of the transmission of the COVID-19.
As Christmas season approaches, the DOH is reminding Filipinos to prioritize getting vaccinated against COVID-19 and to strictly observe protocols. The government recently began rolling out booster shots to A1, A2, and part of A3 priority groups. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, VR1 News.
President Duterte doubled down on these reminders from the Health Department. The chief executive emphasized the importance of vaccination and strict compliance with health protocols. Duterte urged local officials to be more creative in encouraging their constituents to get vaccinated. And at the same time, he reminded the public that this is not the time to be complacent.
Yun lang ang tandaan. No? Nang dati, mask, hugas, iwas. Idagdag naman ninyo por Diyos yung bakuna. Kaya man talaga ang pinaka. Tsaka yung bakuna, sa totoo lang. Now, you can go to the international channels sa internet, doon sa mga YouTube. May spike. Tumaas bigla ang mga kaso ng COVID sa maraming Europe at Amerika. At hinahanap nila ang rason. Kasi pinayagan nila na hindi na magbakuna.
South Korean star Park Shin-Hye took the internet by storm after announcing that she's expecting a baby. Park wrote a letter to her fans to share that she's pregnant and is set to tie the knot with Korean actor Choi Tae-jun. The actress's agency confirmed that the couple have been seeing each other since 2017 and are expected to get married on January 22 of 2022. Here are the stories to watch out for later today. More COVID-19 vaccines are set to arrive in the country this morning. The bicameral conference committee is set to consolidate the bills, increasing the age of statutory rape. And we'll visit Luneta as Rizal Park lights up for the Christmas season. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again later at 9 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.